Hi all, welcome to our team of the week 12 predictions. This looks a pretty tasty team and we can also see some really nice cards to look forward to, so if you can smash the likes would be awesome. Sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter at @GIsALegend. All the links are down below for posting the channel and social media links as always, and let me know in the comments down below who you would fancy for team of the week 12, and if there is anyone that I may miss then as always let me know in the comments down below. So we start off with Kepa, who made 4 saves and kept a clean sheet for Chelsea in their 2-0 victory over Fulham. Goalkeepers, I think some people will go different options this week. I've kind of just went a little bit different. I feel the 2 goalkeepers I went for, not everyone may necessarily go for. Chiellini got a goal and a clean sheet for Juventus, and I think that should give him a really strong shout. Just kind of beefs up the defence. Defenders were kind of a bit of a premium this week, but I feel Chiellini's due his annual inform. PK, same rules apply with him. He got a goal and a clean sheet for Barcelona in their 2-0 victory. No one else really stood out from that game apart from Dembele for a goal, I think an assist, and Elena got the second goal. But I feel PK, strong shout, and it would give him in line with all these other cards. Then Grimaldo, I've taken a chance with him. I went him over Denswell. He got a goal, an assist and a clean sheet. But he got a very good match rating for what I've seen in the Portuguese media, so I think that might just go in his favour. Then over to Gnabry with his 2 goals. If you've got his SBC card, it's going to be near enough closing in on it. It'll be an 84, but regardless, Gnabry played very impressive for Bayern, and I think that should give him a strong shout of an inform. A position I've seen left and right mid quoted, so I'm not 100% sure. Then Jonas Martin, he got 2 goals. There were 2 penalties, but Strasbourg won 4-1, and I feel due to kind of real lack of discard inform this week that I'm seeing, he might be one of these 81 that pop up. Valeri's second inform looks inbound for him, and I will definitely be going to nab it. Just for investment purposes, Valeri got 2 goals for Portland Timbers, and coming in with a late season flurry and a cheap 85 to be had from the MLS, I would say. Anders Townsend, 1 goal, 1 assist for Crystal Palace. He's always been there or thereabouts, I feel, for whenever he gets an inform, but like every year. But this year looks like he's getting one fairly early into FIFA. It's only taken to teams week 12, but should be fairly cheap, but also quite handy for SBCs. Aspas got himself 2 goals for Celta Vigo, playing at striker. Honestly, it's the most annoying thing about him. They've got him as a right wing, yet he always seems to get the informs as a striker. I know he had one, what was it, last year as a right winger, but he always seems to play striker whenever the majority of these informs happen. But what can you do? No, regardless, then Aubameyang, I've seen 2 goals, 1 assist quoted for him. I've seen 2 goals quoted, so regardless, I fancy him strongly for an inform. Ramsey got 2 assists, Lacazette got 1 of the goals, but I feel Aubameyang is probably the strongest shout for an inform and could be very popular. Hopefully, if you've not got the player of the month, you'll enjoy that. And then Werner, 2 goals, could be our first third inform in FIFA 19. 87 rated, looks inbound, and it's going to be mental. I genuinely think he could happen with his 2 goals. It's going to be very, very difficult, I think, to not include him, but at the same time they could easily go for someone else to put in. Then Paul Lopez of Real Betis kept 4 saves as well and kept a clean sheet. This was quite a tight game for him for Betis against Sociedad, and Lopez definitely stood out for what I've seen of the game. Turanagi, 1 goal, 1 assist, I hope I pronounced that right, for Hertha Berlin, and definitely stands out quite nicely as a cheap discard gold inform. I would say, just as an investment, could be handy to keep, as we all knew with player Sancho. If you've got probably a couple of that in your club, you're kind of sorted. Boanga, 1 goal, 1 assist for his team. I would say he got 1 last year, and it looks like same dose potentially applying this year, joining the discard inform pile of the week. But regardless, I feel he's definitely earned it for what I've seen from his performance. Skov for Copenhagen got 3 goals as they ran absolutely riot and won 6-1 against Horsens. and definitely the handy thing was he was a winger. I thought if he was a striker I did have a bit of doubt, but because he played right mid, I feel that should definitely more than handily help him. Lee Jae-sung, 1 goal 1 assist for his team Kiel in the second tier of the Bundesliga. Second tier always seems to get in form, and I feel Lee Jae-sung is no different. I think looking at the performance, and when you win 4-0, I think that kind of guarantees you a good shout. Danny Graham got a hat-trick for Blackburn as they ran absolutely riot. Should bag himself a cheap in form, and because he's English, it'll just always prove handy, potentially for player of the month, so definitely one to keep in mind. Now, Tammy Abraham got 4 goals in the 5-5 game. If you've seen the game, there's plenty of shouts for that game, like between Aston Villa and Nottingham Forest. So if someone from that game's going to get in form, I'm hoping, I've put him in regardless, I feel that someone will get in, and I feel Tammy Abraham is the shout. And Túnez, he got a goal and a clean sheet for Getafe. Could be a cheap, handy inform to have, and also definitely a good alternative to keep at left back as well. Can easily link up to a few Portuguese based teams, whether it be based around Ronaldo, say for example. Piszczek, someone from Dortmund's getting in. It's either going to be Witsel, it's either going to be Piszczek, or it's going to be Sancho. One of the three's getting in. I went Piszczek from a defensive view, because I feel Sancho is just not going to happen. But Piszczek 1 assist and a clean sheet. But Witsel had a very good performance, and Sancho was 2 assists, so it's going to be tough. One of them's getting in. Guido Carrillo of Leganés, 2 goals for his team as they won, and I would say part of the discard inform club of the week. Not the most appealing, but it helps regardless. Tarod, 2 goals, 2 assists for Cologne, who are running riot, and Quagliera bagging his annual inform. Always a card worth having. Always enjoy seeing what his informs look like, and definitely one I'll be investing in once that comes out into packs. Definitely one to keep an eye on, but plenty of cards to keep your eyes in mind for first and second informs. You could either have second inform Chester, Malo, Delight, Neres, Alui, Peacock, Farrell, Zentner, Kolojizak, Salabur, Ramsey, Rafa, Jonas, Anderson, Angulo, Ginzek, Lolly, Graben, Densville, and Javier Hernandez. But hopefully you find this useful as always, folks. So let me know in the comments down below if there is anyone else I've missed. Smash the like as always, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, GLegend, and I will catch you all later.